Good afternoon, everybody. It's me, Abu Garuni, the richest man in Africa, the man who makes all of his money from reviewing longboard gears and is now a millionaire. That's a lie. The longboard industry is in the pits right now. Everybody's broke. Anyway, today's product review is on the Seismic 74A Chase Hiller Plum Alpha Seismic Alpha wheels. There's a lot of words, but they're purple and they're yellow, and Chase Hiller rides them, so they're pretty sick. So these have become some of my favorite downhill wheels ever, and before I talk about why they are, let me talk about some pros and cons about them. So these wheels come with very dense urethane and a very large core, and that gives them some really nice performance characteristics. Number one, they accelerate really fast, especially given the size. They're only 75.5 millimeters in height, but they also have a great top speed, and on really smooth roads they're definitely some of the fastest wheels I have ever skated. And then when it comes to going sideways, they have some of the best slowdown power on the market, maybe the best overall. I know for lighter riders they're definitely going to be the wheel to go to, but I know other heavy riders will definitely have a great riding experience on them as well, being as grippy as they are. And because of the small size and the large core, they're also pretty lightweight. This makes them incredibly nimble. They're really great at sort of diving in at the last minute, and you can really manhandle these wheels, get them to do exactly what you want them to do. And because of the large core and the small wheel, you get a wheel that's very stiff across the whole urethane, and the lips don't flex all that much. In actual performance, what this gives you is you have a wheel that breaks into sliding very consistently. Some wheels that have flexier lips like Magnums or the 88 Wilco Mavericks, like they flex a little bit, so sometimes your initiation into the slide doesn't feel as smooth as it can be. These are very smooth, and in my experience that inspires a lot of confidence. Confidence to really send them, confidence to ride them at the edge of traction. And if you're not really experienced with sort of skating aggressively and trying to get the most out of your wheels, that confidence inspiring characteristic is super valuable. But of course there are some disadvantages to a wheel like this. So number one is chunking. This set has actually held up really well. They haven't chunked at all for me. All of my other sets of the Alphas, the 76A that I've tried and previously reviewed, all chunked for me, but I really abused those. I'm not gonna say I've been any easier on these, but I haven't gone slamming them into any walls. So yeah, they've not chunked for me, so that is going pretty well. But yeah, a wheel like this is prone to chunking. And the other thing with having such a large core and shallow urethane depth and really dense urethane as well is that they actually don't absorb a lot of road vibration. So if you're skating rougher roads, they really suck. When I skate some of the rougher spots, I end up wanting to skate Magnums more, or any other wheel that's a little bit has a little bit more urethane depth. These aren't so friendly for your feet. But what makes this some of my favorite wheels to skate is how they perform when they have the skin and without the skin. With the skin, you can skate them pretty well. Like, you don't have to be Harry Clark, god tier downhill skater in order to get great performance out of these. You can skate them really good. But without the skin, you still get great performance. The urethane is pretty durable and they're pretty slidey, so you can have a more chill time just doing downhill skating and still improve your skills. Maybe if you're skilled enough, you can also stand up slide them, which I have, so I guess I'm skilled enough. But yeah, and finally, my favorite characteristic of this wheel, and I think it's because of how stiff that core is, how large it is, how shallow that urethane depth is, when you throw them into a slide, they're very consistent. They don't suddenly ice out on you or suddenly grip up. They're very consistent, and you can rely on them to do what they're gonna do at 50 miles per hour or 40 miles per hour, or if you're throwing a standee, or if your weight is a little off a little bit, like very consistent. Altogether, I do think they're pretty awesome wheels. I do think if you buy them, you won't regret it. They're many people's favorite wheel, and there's a good reason for that. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope this has been fun. Seismic, send me free products. That won't happen. They don't do that. Yeah, I don't know what else I should say, but yeah, I like these wheels. I like them. Yeah, thank you for watching, and hopefully another review coming your way soon.